Operation Ukraine holds a really special place in my heart. The first time I heard about Ukraine was when it started coming on the news in 2022. And I was actually at home and I was watching social media unfold with all the videos of people in the Irpin and Bucha area, ladies having to turn their horses out and just release them and just hope that they weren't going to get killed because of all the bombing that was happening over their stables. And I remember thinking, if this was my horse, what would I do? How can a human possibly cope with the sheer amount of stress and trauma of having to release your most precious friend and animal? And it was really at that moment that I knew I was going to go to Ukraine. I realized that although I didn't know much about the country or where it was or necessarily what could help, the first step was really getting there. And just working on the front line in the east of Ukraine, in the Kyiv region. Spaying, neutering, vaccinating, treating injured animals. I helped evacuate quite a few animals from the front line. And it sort of slowly developed into a sterilization program. I could see this real need for especially vaccination. There is rabies in Ukraine and it does affect the people and the population, especially soldiers on the front line. So I wanted to really bring increased rates of vaccination for these animals and these people. And to do that with sterilization is fantastic because it reduces this booming stray animal population. There's a lot of people moving west, relocating, evacuating out of the country, and a lot of them can't and aren't able to take their pets with them, so they end up as strays. Bringing this free care to them is absolutely vital, not just for their welfare, but for the long-term welfare of animals around the country and the safety of people too. It really is a One Health initiative. We've been mobile in Ukraine for almost 4 years now, moving around with a mobile veterinary trailer, working in buildings on the front line where we can't take the trailer because it's just too dangerous with the bombing and the shrapnel. And that's been really fantastic. But one thing that I always dreamed of in Ukraine was starting a veterinary clinic that provided this free care to animals so that on any given day of the week, volunteers or owners or animal carers could bring animals to us and know that there was a location where they could bring stray animals or those from owners that are financially struggling for care. So the dream developed about a veterinary hub, and we spent a long time trying to decide where to locate such a place. The first time I walked into what was to become our veterinary hub, I knew this was going to be the Worldwide Vets headquarters in Ukraine. I just walked into this place and it felt like home. Setting up this clinic has taken a huge amount of heart and time from our team, as well as funds and financing. And this all comes from our absolutely fantastic donors and supporters who really believe in what we do. And without them, this would never have even started. It would never have been possible. And I have to say a huge thank you to everyone that believes in what we do and that cares for the animals of war and helps us bring this treatment to the animals of Ukraine. Without you, we could never have done any of this. So thank you for your support.